Hey, Gladys. Gladys, do you sell, like, soap? Because we're in the market for soap.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea.
Too bad. Soap. Yes, let's tell Gladys that Parvati wants to impress Junlei.
I think I got just the thing, my dear. A few years back, Auntie Cleo's put out a home makeover kit, and I snagged a couple for myself. High-grade shampoo and conditioner, scrubby brush, a nice lotion, that sort of thing. I still got 'em, too.
What's the scrubby brush for?
Scrubbing.
Cleaning around your nails, sweetheart. Gets the engine grease out. Makes your hands soft. Most folk don't got the time. Or bathtubs for such, me included. I'll let you have one on clearance. You want rosish, mock apple and cinnamon, or refurbished ship?
You can't go wrong with the classics. Parvati's sweet just like a pie. An engineer might like refurbished ship. Yes, give her that new car smell. What would you like there, P?
Oh, gosh. We never talked about what kind of smells she likes. I think pretty much every spot on Groundbreaker just smells like old socks.
Gross.
It comes down to what sort of intent you got. If I was looking to do a spy job over in engineering, I'd be safe with refurbished ship.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I was a young thing trying to come on all precious-like, I'd probably go with rosish. But if I was doing it for my own self, I'd pick mock apples and cinnamon.
I guess you could eeny, miny, moe it?
Take your time,
I guess.
dear. A lady's scent says a lot about her.
Fine. Get the apple cinnamon.
Captain?
I'll just wrap that up for you, since it's for a special occasion.
I'll pay for that, ma'am. Thanks for being so helpful.
You're welcome, dear.
There. Now that we have endeared ourselves to you, can you sell me like weapon parts, please?
I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Can't believe you didn't get refurbished ship. Listen, the game. You could have paid money to have her smell the way she smells now. No, that doesn't make sense. All right, here. I don't care what you buy. Just give me all. Buy all of the things. I want weapon parts. Thanks. Here, take my junk. There. I just cleared out like 25 weight somehow. All right. Let's talk to Parvati about Junlei. Hey, Parvati, let's talk about Junlei.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
That's true. Here's your soap.
Oh, thanks, Captain. I'm gonna put these someplace safe. In her messages, Junlei said her mama used to make this dish for Monarch. Dustback casserole. Saltuna and xenogold needle mushrooms.
Don't say they're on Scylla.
And then for dessert, there's a thing called, sweetheart cake. It's made with almond paste and wax gourds.
I'm sorry, what?
There's gotta be some place in Stellar Bay that can bake a casserole.
Stellar Bay.
And I heard tell there's a Rizzo's town near there called Cascadia, what specializes in sweets.
Cascadia. We were just on Monarch. We were just...
Thanks, Captain. I know I'm asking an awful lot, but I'm sure it's gonna be worth it.
We were just on... Okay. Okay. Rosanna's over here. Yeah, Parvati, you better fucking marry this chick. Honest to God. Honestly, after all this trouble... Hey, Rosanna, tell me where your husband is so I can definitely not kill him, please.
You mind? Trying to have a moment here.
Looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. Yeah.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms.
Oh,
I don't
boy.
know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
If you know where Trask is, you want to tell me. Listen, friend. And I do say friend, I am a noble person known the ship over as a hero to the Groundbreaker. You can trust me. I'm definitely not going to kill your recently estranged husband.
You're telling me you're on a first-name basis with Ms. Tennyson?
That's right. That's goddamn right. I fixed the ship. And I'm not one of Harlow's thugs. Get the experience. Keep trading on my... I fixed the goddamn ship.
Yeah, the promenade doesn't feel like I'm walking the surface of Tartarus. So that was you, huh?
That was me.
Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few
Motherfucker.
friends with him. That's as much as I know.
I was just there. I was just there, too. I was just there. I wanted to go to every place that wasn't here. I wanted to go to every place that wasn't Groundbreaker so that I could do all of the quests that weren't on Groundbreaker. And then I would go to Groundbreaker and do the rest of the quests. And instead, all of the quests on Groundbreaker are saying I need to go to places that aren't Groundbreaker. God damn it. Tell me more.
Please, just make it quick.
Tell me more. Why are you mad at this man?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
I see. Right. Anyway, you ever heard of this fucker named Harlow?
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
That does sound familiar. That does sound familiar, Felix.
He must have been recruiting, gathering up his band of revolutionaries.
You're a fucking idiot, Felix.
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know
man.
Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow.
This Harlow
You're better
man.
off having this discussion with Rufus.
This man, Harlow, this man is operating an insurrectionist pyramid scheme. Okay? Okay? He spells revolution with MLM. Okay? Are you picking up what I'm putting down here, Felix? You fucking idiot. Do you know anything about how Trask might have betrayed him?
Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
Well, he didn't tell you anything? He just complained?
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I. Appreciate it. No offense meant. Just been a long day is all.
All right. So we'll go to someplace that isn't Groundbreaker. After saving all the Groundbreaker quests for last. Yes, sigh. Udam, I have a thing of yours. Hi there.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you?
I got your thing.
Oh my law, you've done it, you've saved my hide! I can't thank you enough.
I ain't shaped you high.
Now then,
yet,
let me
friend.
see. I just have to apply the seal here, sign like so, and... ta-da! Here are the forms you'll need once you reach Byzantium. Oh, and a nav key so your ship can travel there. Those authorization forms will let you speak with Sophia when you arrive. I'll send her a message straight away to let her know you're coming. She'll be delighted, I'm sure.
Wonderful. Who's that?
This guy's acting like he's on a first-name basis with Sophia Akande. She's the chairman's right hand?
I see.
Yes, quite. Miss Akande is just the person to take someone with your particular talents and sterling character under her wing.
Uh-huh.
She can fill you in on all of the board's operations in the colony, really put your talents to use.
Right. Okay. I don't think so. I don't think we just accidentally fucked over Phineas, because all that did was get me approval to go to Byzantium and tell people where Phineas is. There's nothing saying I have to go to Byzantium. There's also nothing saying once I'm on Byzantium, I have to tell people where Phineas is. All I have is approval to go to Byzantium, and a bit of increased reputation with the board, which I suppose is not necessarily a bad thing.
Best of luck to you, and thank you again. Give my regards to the Unreliable.
I might have also pissed off Phineas, but Phineas probably doesn't know that this is happening, so it's probably fine.
Byzantium, the city of snobby elitists and punchable faces.
Yeah.
Wow. Byzantium. I guess that'll be pretty crowded.
We're not actually going, P. I yelled at you once in this series already about how we're not actually doing the thing that we're telling Udon Bedford that we're doing. We're not actually doing that thing. Task is hiding in Emerald Vale, yeah. All right, Lilia. Lilia! Yeah, I did your thing. I don't remember which thing was your thing, but I did your thing. Hi, Lilia.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop.
Nice.
Take this. You've earned it. When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
You sure you don't want a gold boat? If I had persuade of 142, I could be the only one. You're not the only one who enjoys the finer things. Aww. All right. No, a gold toilet is the height of ambition for us all, I suppose.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached.
Mm-hmm.
Call me impressed, contractor.
I'm good at my job. In case you were curious, not tailed.
No one you saw, anyway. Glad to see you're looking out for yourself. You've been keeping busy. I hear you took on some extra work at Fallbrook.
Little bit.
Catherine says the factory needs some repairs before it's back to working order. But at least it's under our control.
Yeah.
Hey, when you were at the slaughterhouse, those swine didn't give you any strange looks, did they?
Do you mean the pigs or the people? I could have sworn one of them winked at me.
I knew it. I'm probably getting worked up over nothing. Just try not to think about pigs. You never know, you know?
No, I don't know. I absolutely don't know. Are you feeling well?
I've got a lot on my mind, but it's nothing that concerns you. At least, not yet.
Right.
I have another job lined up, assuming you're still interested in work.
Sure,
You're
everyone
gonna
else.
salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
Okay.
We're gonna take over a whole space station? This is gonna be great. Oh, do we get to stick a flag in the ground?
It's a space
This
station, not a
opportunity
mood.
won't come around again, Captain.
It's a space station, Felix. There's no ground. Space station. Space station. Is the word ground present in either of those? Space station. How did this place become salvage?
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why.
All right.
While the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal.
Oh my god, there's actual flag planting. You mean that metaphorically, right?
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag.
Metaphorically.
And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that.
Of course not. You're being cryptic again.
I'm being smart. Try it sometime.
Ooh.
I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in, but right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
Mm-hmm. I just lost reputation with Sublight for pointing out that their boss was a fucking nut job. Now, to be clear, their boss is a fucking nut job. We can go to Stellar Bay for a couple of things for Parvati. We can go to Emerald Vale to confront Mr. Trask. We can go get sublight access to this space station. Fuck it. We could never get enough of Manta Death, right? Let's go back to Monarch.
C&P worst. It's not the worst unless it's worse.
We'll go to Cascadia. We'll get all sorts of fun and pleasant stuff. That's the ticket, right? Transition to warning, dangerous. Yeah, I don't care. I have killed these things 18 times before.
I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
Ellie is unused to the kindness of randos. Parvati is a very kind rando. You two should be friends. Be friends. All right, so the sweetheart cake is right over there. I did so much killing that I didn't need to do before I actually needed to do it. All right, is there anything in here? There's stuff in here. What needs to die? Okay, great. Is it Manta Death? It's... Oh, Marauders. Well, that's new and interesting. Hi. Man, you guys are fucking stupid. And dead. Give me your sweetheart cake.
Aren't those cakes just about the cutest little things you ever seen?
Sure. Alright, so now we need to go way the hell over there to buy a dustback casserole in Stellar Bay. So let's go to Stellar Bay.
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill.
I oughta. It's kept me alive this long.
I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, how dare you be sentimental for something, Parvati. Hey, since we're here, why don't we check in with our good friend Sunjar, see how that alliance is going.
I must thank you for your excellent recommendation regarding Zora. She's most capable.
Good to hear.
Anyway, what can I do for you?
You could sing my praises some more.
Quite well. As a matter of fact, Zora is proving most capable. You should see the way she pounds the table and gets straight to the point. It makes for some rather exhilarating meetings. I know I had my concerns initially, but your instincts were right. Zora and her compatriots have become valuable and productive members of our community.
Hell yeah!
And since we're back in the board's good graces, we've got real growth prospects to look forward to.
That's
what can I do
also
for you?
Nice. Hey, Raymond.
Whoa, by the stars, my poor heart. I just about pissed my jumpsuit.
Please don't. Why would you admit that to anyone? Yeah.
Because there's no shame in having overactive bladder muscles, all right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a perfectly normal medical condition.
Of course it is.
Sure, for lily-livered cowards, in my medical opinion.
Ellie!
You sound like a terrible doctor.
It's more of a hobby these days.
See what I deal with? This place is enough to try anyone's nerves.
Let me buy a thing from you.
Where should I begin? With the oversized mantisaurs? Or perhaps the rap spewing acid at our walls?
Uh-huh.
The board was right. This place isn't fit for human habitation. And I was a fool for staying.
And yet you have. Listen, I want a thing.
That was a real popular meal 10, 20 years back. Before the board tucked tail and ran.
Mm-hmm.
These days, everybody's had a belly full of salt tuna. They all want borscht. And the mushrooms, well, not many venture out of town, what with the monsters hereabouts.
We have to go pick mushrooms.
I can whip one up for you, but it'll cost. Here's a menu.
Oh, thank God. Can we just...
Oh, yikes. I can't cover this much, Captain.
Can cover 3,000 bits for a castle. 3,000. All right, fine. My Intimidate's not actually that good. 3,000 bits for a casserole.
You got it. I got all the ingredients. Should only take about an hour in the oven. There we are. Now, if you don't mind, I really need to take a leak.
You just had an hour.
My belly's gurgling just to smell it, Mr. Raymond. Thank you so much.
A pleasure to help such a charming young lady.
Okay, so
Smelling that casserole.
So is the plan that we're going to take this freshly made casserole onto our ship, travel halfway across the colony, and go to the groundbreaker so that you can pop it in the oven and feed it to Junlei and pass it off as your own cooking? Are you pulling a steamed hams with this casserole? Don't you pull a steamed hams with this casserole, Parvati! Unacceptable! There will be no steaming of these hams! So don't bite the sun is give Parvati the food. Okay? Parvati, here's the food.
The dustback casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Oh, I kind of want to take a little taste. But I'm gonna be strong.
Mm-hmm.
Now look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Someone even traced little hearts in them.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain.
All over. All over. I hope you brought enough for the class. No. Shouldn't you be getting ready? Probably not now, Mr. Necktie, given that we're, in Stellar Bay and Junlei's on the groundbreaker, which is a... whatever.
Well, I was gonna, but then it hit me.
Oh, boy.
I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and I got that soap to scrub up with, but I don't got nothing nice to wear, Captain.
Oh, boy. Hey, are you just stalling?
Maybe you're right, and I'm stalling a bit. But maybe I also need to, so as I can work up the courage. There's this place I heard of in Byzantium.
Oh, God.
Joliker's Haberdashery. I bet I could find something nigh on perfect at a place like that.
I am not making a special trip to Byzantium. We're not going to Byzantium for clothes. I guess it's a good thing we got that nav key.
Vicar would say it's the universal equation at work. I reckon it's just that 90% of everything that ain't crap is in Byzantium.
That's also true.
I know this is all a little crazy, Captain, but I think it's gotta be this place.
Okay, listen.
I saw the lady who runs it on Aetherwave, and, well, she made everybody she dressed feel better. Confident.
Mm-hmm. All right. We will swing by when we can.
Thanks, Captain. I know I've been asking a lot, but you help me out every time. You're the best.
I know that. Your flattery will get you everywhere, P. But also, we are going to Byzantium when the plot says go to Byzantium, not when some rando side quest about getting you to not boink because you're asexual, but into a nice platonic friendship type partnership, romantic love interest, whatever situation with Chief Junlei. When that situation says go to Byzantium, no. When the main plot says go to Byzantium, we will swing by the clothing store for you to get your clothes. All right? All right. Let's get off this rock for the 8th and hopefully final time. I do like how the quest marker just says fancy outfit. There.
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
It's just Ellie. In space. So this is go to Byzantium. We're not going to Byzantium for a side quest. That's not happening. Instead, let's go back to Emerald Vale and confront Trask with Felix. After we spent so long on Monarch for like 2 or 3 weeks worth of streams, to have one stream where we're just hopping back and forth, flying over the galaxy, I don't know if I've approached the side quests in this game in a weird way, in a way that the game wasn't intending, or if it's just like this is the way the game is structured. Once you get to Monarch, there are 1,800 things to do on Monarch, and once you're off Monarch, you go everywhere, all the time. We're gonna have to go off that away, I guess? I suppose.
Quiet.
Come out and play!
Got it, boss!
On the job!
Yeah! Now that was fun!
So this Trask guy is back here. They're gonna be... Okay, so you have outlaws, but they're not marked as enemies. So they might not immediately try to kill me? Would be nice if they didn't immediately try to kill me. Rufus, buddy. We're supposed to kill you, but can we just have your ring?
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess.
What's
You're
your guess?
One of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
It's a pretty good guess. It's not a bad guess. But what tells you that?
Right. You just stumbled into a camp full of armed strangers because you wanted directions. How much is Harlow paying you?
We haven't actually, we haven't discussed terms yet. So if you wanted to make me an offer.
A favor, huh? Let me guess. He promised you some reward in the brave new world that was to come. Said he'd make you his lieutenant if you crossed me off.
Sounds about right.
Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
Ah, but, your ring, though.
Harlow wants my ring? Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. A ring's a lot easier to lose than a hand. How do I know that I can trust you?
I'm very charming? Listen, what's the worst thing that can happen if you trust me? Harlow sends a man with a gun to come kill you, right?
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him.
That's probably true.
I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All the palaver about revolutions, it's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
It adds up, Felix.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
It's an op. Harlow's an op. You're asking me to take you for your word, show me some proof. I ain't gonna kill you, but I do want your ring. All right. Show me some proof about this whole board asset thing.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Fair. All right. Oh, yeah, I am the authority in Halcyon. Fuck it. Yes, I am the authority in Halcyon.
Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
Okay. All right. Why would the board buy off Harlow? I mean, having dissidents under your control so you can send them at other dissidents. We just had this conversation.
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
That's a good purchase. But why would he do it other than just being a sleazebag?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
I see. All right.
Take it you've made up your mind.
So we can... my plan was always to just do the same thing with this guy that we did with Captain McRed way back the first time we were on the Groundbreaker and say, listen, buddy, just give me the trinket that supposedly proves your death and I won't actually kill you. So, yeah, just give me a ring. Just give me a ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Thank you. All right. Now, goodbye. All right. So we can go back to Scylla, of course, with Felix. And go get that evidence and maybe convince everyone to kill Harlow. Or possibly kill everyone, because Harlow's more persuasive than we are, even if we have proof. Because, you know, confronting the followers of a crazed person with proof that the crazed person is bad, that, well, that doesn't always work very well for the people doing the confronting. Does it now? So, let's see. Aha! These receipts detail payments made to C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services. Included are the names of several freighters targeted by Harlow's crew, their manifests, and the sum value of all cargo delivered to the board. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, Mr. Harlow. Mr. Shitbag C. Harlow. How are you doing, bud? How fucking angry are you gonna be when we point out that you're a fucking bag of shit? Because it's probably... Oh, Marlowe, please don't eat me. Oh, this fucking Marlowe's gonna eat me. Listen, I'm gonna have the heavy machine gun out already, and what are we gonna do? How are we gonna position ourselves for this conversation? We're just gonna have the heavy machine gun out. It's gonna be fine. Hi, Harlow. You're a dick.
What's the word?
Dick. The word is you're a dick. It's done. Trask is dead.
So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask. Once a sensible man, by and by a fool, presently a corpse.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain. The relief one feels when a mutiny comes to an end.
Yeah, well...
Trask had some things to say about you. And I've got my own misgivings.
Felix. Yeah, we could say, never mind that. He was telling a tale. No, actually, Mr. Trask has informed me that you, sir, Mr. Harlow, are under the employ of this board organization, and they are not... Well, actually, they quite like me, as it happens, so please don't tell them that I'm about to kill you.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
I'm sorry, hold on. Stop the world. You just said that it is a, and I quote, damning accusation. Damning, you said. Damning. I'm sorry, what? Have you never heard that word spoken? Have you only seen it written? Did you come across a book that had the word damning and thought, damning, that's a good word. I shall have to use that word. I'm sorry, damning. Anyway. You have been bought off. Please don't say that this is giving him the papers, but just, I got receipts. Fuck-o.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
You told me Trask was an informant for the board. You were lying. You were lying. You were lying.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
You were lying. You were lying. You were lying.
How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Felix.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Incoming!
Oh, hi! Okay, when the game said talk to Felix on the ship... Oh, that's Nyoka. Don't kill Nyoka. We like Nyoka. Okay, when the game said talk to Felix on the ship, I thought maybe Harlow was going to say, get the fuck out of my sight. And then it was going to be a choice for the player whether or not you fucking kill everyone here. But no, it is not a choice for the player. You are fucking killing everyone here.
That's the last of him.
There. Not a smart man, Volker. Now you're dead. I like how the mechanicals are not turning on us, even though we're killing their bosses.
Everyone all right?
That's a good thing.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
You can hate people and still work with them? Don't look at me. I don't think I just shoot things. No. You never really know what's going on inside someone's skull.
No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
That's a big word for Elmo. Abhorrent. Wow, good work. Listen, they probably paid him off. Back in the day when I was running numbers for Jimmy the Number Runner, he would pay off a lot of dudes.
I just hope I never turn out like that. Selling my soul for a fistful of bits.
Hey, listen. It's digital currency. You can't actually hold it in your fist. A fistful of bits could be like 4 bits or 14 million bits. You never know how many bits a fistful of bits is. It's a lot of bits. Also, it's not like I pay you. Souls are overrated. A fistful of bits can buy all sorts of things. Bits can be exchanged for goods and services. But yeah, it's Felix, it's not like I give you any money.
I ought to thank you for that. Keeping me on the straight and narrow.
I see.
You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days.
So,
part of me wishes we put Trask in the ground. But, you know, I think that's just my frustration talking.
Do you want...
Thanks for your time, boss.
Do you want to... Okay, 2 things. 1, do you want to go put Trask in the ground? It's not like he moved. We know where the fucker lives. Also, 2, if I'm keeping you on the straight and narrow, does that mean that you are not a love interest? We have finished Felix's quest. Great. So, next, let's... okay, we're not going to Byzantium for clothes. So I guess the next thing is we can grant Sublight remote access to this space station here. Or we could, you know, advance the plot. I guess we could advance the plot before we do that, right? Because what's Phineas going to do? He's going to tell us to go back to Groundbreaker. You know what? Fuck it. Let's advance the plot.